We're also taking a closer look this hour at a ruling that sent shockwaves through the world of college sports. Earlier this month, a federal labor agency found Dartmouth men's basketball players are actually employees of the school. All members of that team signed a petition last year to join a local union, which already represents other workers at the school. Joining us now to speak more about this is Karen Weaver. She is an adjunct assistant professor at the University of Pennsylvania. Thank you for being with us.
Glad to be with you.
I want to start with asking what this means. I mean, what does it mean to be an employee of the school, and how might this change the world of college sports?
Well, I think the biggest possibility is for something called collective bargaining, that universities have never had athletes at the table to discuss how long practices are, how often you have them, what your health and medical care looks like. And so unions provide an opportunity for both sides to sit down and negotiate what's the best situation. In the past, schools have told the athletes what to do. They have told them how to behave, when to show up, when to get on the bus, when to go to sleep. Now there might be some more opportunity for contributions from the athletes via the union representation.
So how has the NCAA likely responded to this attempt, or how will they likely respond to this attempt to unionize?
Well, what's interesting is the NCAA doesn't have any control in this situation. This is a National Labor Relations Board ruling, which means that the government has been involved in deciding what a private employer can and cannot do with their athletes. And so in this situation, a district manager, district committee ruled that the athletes are being treated as if they are employees of the university, not in terms of compensation, but in terms of control of their time, control of where they appear in a Dartmouth uniform, how they represent the university, how they're used to raise money and awareness for the university. And that's what defines the definition of employee in this case.
But Karen, compensation is a big piece of this puzzle because there's so much money on the line here. Do you think players should be able to make money separate from their NIL deals?
Well, that's going to be the evolution of this. But right now, it's really about having a seat at the table. Is it likely that the union might say on behalf of the players, well, we now think that they should be deserved to pay, work study wages or minimum wage on campus? That's possible. And you also could have, in the long run, athletes sitting out and saying, until we get a better deal, we're not coming to the table. We've seen a lot of strikes this year, over the last year and a half, a lot of unionized activity around the nation, including in the Screen Actors Guild strike. So athletes are aware of this, and on Dartmouth's campus in particular, they have a lot of students in unions already. So this is a common understanding on campus.
Interesting.
So will the potential to make more money incentivize players to stay for a full year, for a full 4 years rather, before declaring for the draft?
I think in some cases it just might. I mean, that's the debate about Caitlin Clark right now at the University of Iowa. Will she stay an extra year, or will she go to the WNBA? And players are weighing that out right now. They might conceivably make more money from NIL in college than they ever will in a professional or even a non-athletic setting.
A really fascinating discussion. Karen Weaver, thank you.
Welcome.